Hello dear students, after seeing block diagram of Turing machine, let's define Turing machine now. Just check, Turing machine is made up of 7 things. So it's known as 7 tuple. A Turing machine is described as 7 tuple, and these are the 7 things which I have written in the bracket over here. One or two things are optional. I mean, it's okay if you don't write them. I will tell which are those things which may not be written in the definition because they are assumed. The first one, as you see, is capital Q. This is finite set of states. That means Turing machine will also have states like Q0, Q1, Q2 and so on. And typically we will make Q0 as the initial state and some of the states will be final states. Now, that's why a Q is the finite set of states. Then this F, the capital F that we have written, is set of final states. And you will fully agree that this F will be subset of Q. Like if Q is Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, these are the 4 states, then F might be Q1 and Q3. That means there are 2 final states or 2 accepting states in the Turing machine. Further, just check, sigma is the finite set of input symbols. Now, what are those input symbols? Actually, I told you in the previous video, I told you that Turing machine has an infinite tape and there is some input. There is some input coded on the tape surrounded by blanks. Now watch this input string which Turing machine is going to read. We say that the input is made up of 3 symbols A, B, C. Then this is known as input alphabet. We say that the tape will contain any string made up of A, B, C. Okay. So that is what is the meaning of the input symbols. Now the next symbol is defining finite set of tape symbols. You watch. Now, I also told you in the earlier video that Turing machine has a read-write head and you have ability to overwrite some character with some new symbol, correct? So there are some existing symbols on the tape and you can write some new symbols on the tape. You can overwrite them. Then X is called tape symbol. Tape symbol. That means in this set of tape symbols, X will be a member. Or maybe you decide whenever you read B, you will overwrite it with Y. So Y is a tape symbol. Okay. But wait. Don't keep yourselves limited to this. You should agree that A and B are also tape symbols and C is also tape symbol. Any symbol that can be read or written on tape is called tape symbol, is tape symbol. So you please try to understand sigma, this alphabet is defining what is input made up of. Originally, when the Turing machine starts, then it will have some input coded on the tape. Then we say that the input is made up of these symbols. But in the life of Turing machine, as Turing machine progresses, it may write some new symbols on the tape. But still, this ABC are still there on the tape. And one more symbol blank B is also there on the tape. Clearly the input alphabet is subset of the tape alphabet. Whatever is there in the input alphabet will be there on the tape. Definitely it is there on the tape. A, B, B, C, C, this input is there on the tape. Plus there are some additional symbols that we may read or write from the tape. So that is That is this symbol, finite set of tape symbols. Okay, next is the most important thing, delta, the transition function. You know all the working is hidden in this delta. If you understand delta, you have understood Turing machine. Now, the definition of the delta is Q cross tape symbol results in Q cross tape symbol cross left or right or stationary. Now this L means left, R means right, and S means don't move. Correct? Stationed, don't move. You recall I said in the previous video that this head can be moved either to left or to right, that is R or L, or you can decide that tape should not move, tape should remain stationed. So these are the three options. Now this list looks quite complicated. Q cross tape symbol maps to or results in Q cross tape symbol cross either left or right or station. But trust me that once we see very simple examples, you will never forget this. And rather you should not forget the transition function, because the entire working is hidden in the transition function. Now, as usual, Q0 is the initial state from where the Turing machine begins. B is the blank symbol. Recall, tape is actually coded with blank symbols before and after the input. Now, this is many times, this is skipped by the author. They don't write B. So this becomes 6 tuple. Okay, because this is made up of 6 things. Because it is assumed that Turing machine has some symbol, before and after the input. But we have written B. So there is one more element. So this becomes 7 tuple. And finally, F is the set of final states. Okay. Now, how do you understand this? What is working? How these 7 things together contribute to the working of Turing machine? Okay, will be seen in the next video. Thank you very much.